Love affairs don't always last. After we fell hard with the naturally aspirated V8 and V10 powered versions on the BMW M5, a twin-turbo V8 M5 arrived for 2013 and left us somewhat cold. Sure, it had 560 horsepower, 502 lb-ft of torque, along with a body by Atlas, but something was core in our long-held attraction was lost. Even an available manual transmission couldn't bridge the emotional gap. While the car's performance left us in awe, somehow BMW forgot making it fun. We'd grown apart. High's astounding acceleration, rediscovered involvement that doesn't negatively affect refinement and luxury. Low's stiff ride in sport mode, fake engine soundtrack remains, the stick shift is dead. The divide grew if we heard rumors how the new M5 might have all-wheel drive, no manual option, as well as a conventional automatic transmission. Despite adding all-wheel drive, BMW claims the revolutionary model is 20 pounds lighter than its predecessor. Although power wasn't really ever a difficulty, we had arrived delighted to find out that, on account of larger turbos and even more boost, the newest M5's twin-turbocharged 4.4-litre V8 would have 600 horsepower and 553 lb-ft of torque. Then we drove first a prototype after which a production version in Europe recently, and a lot of those fears were put to rest. Maybe we're prepared to love again? It's a date. We developed a date together with the first 2018 M5 for sale in the United States and took it straight in our test facility. That torque converter automatic that we worry will take the eagerness outside of BMW's super sedan includes a simple launch control function that works with all the all-wheel drive system to help the revolutionary M5 turn some ridiculous times. A perfect launch is just as easy as holding the brake as well as the accelerator while stopped. When fluid temperatures are right, laptop allows the engine to rev to almost 3,000 revolutions per minute, along with the rear tires start spinning like the M5 or rear-wheel drive. Release the brakes, leading wheels start working, and also the M5 pounds forward. In 2.8 seconds you're at 60 miles per hour plus 10.9 you're whisked throughout the quarter mile at 129 miles per hour. That makes the newest M5 the easiest sedan we've ever tested, tying a Tesla Model S P90D to 60 miles per hour but pulling ahead by 100 miles per hour plus the quarter mile. Turbo lag is absent, plus the engine delivers instantaneous big whacks of power much like a massive naturally aspirated engine. There's no slush within the gearbox, either. The torque converter locks up almost as soon as you grow rolling. After several runs, the launch control system dialed back the launch RPM to 2,500 revolutions per minute, which isn't enough to start out the rear tires spinning. Launching without that rear wheel spin adds several tenths to your 0 to 60 mph time. Our test car supposedly arrived using the lower, 155 miles per hour governor. Nonetheless, it didn't stop the party until we'd hit a verified 163 miles per hour at $2,500 million. Driver's package brings a 189 miles per hour limiter. BMW can help you disable the all-wheel drive system and switch the M5 into rear drive mode. It's a trick that mimics the Mercedes-AMG E63's drift mode. We thought it could be interesting to view how much all-wheel drive traction benefits acceleration, and then we tested the M5 in rear drive mode, too. When 2 tires as opposed to 4 face off against 553 lb-ft of torque, it requires 3.6 seconds heading to 60 and 11.6 seconds with a quarter mile, and it's a much bigger challenge to find the launch right and dance on the limits of tire adhesion. In the game, while the numbers are shocking, the newest M5 is more looking for it than numbers. There's a more in-depth connection using the driver with this M5, one which isn't as overtly filtered through silicon chips and electronics. It's more amusing and much less robotic than its predecessor. Unlike a lot of BMWs recently, the steering is lively and contains some actual feedback. At the track, the M5 offered 0.98 grams within the skid pad, along with the front tires chatter and protest since they try to repel and steer. It's an alternative story within the road. The spot that the chassis exhibits balanced, lively, and secure handling, giving the impression how the M5 is smaller compared. There's joy again in hustling the M5. You're inside the game, and not really a spectator to your 21st century display of technology. Even using the roughly £150 penalty of all-wheel drive, the revolutionary M5 weighs 4,288 pounds, which feels like a lot, but that's 110 pounds lighter compared to most recent previous gen M5 we tested that had a manual, and 299 less compared to E63s. In addition, with a carbon fiber roof panel as well as a lithium-ion battery, the revolutionary 5 Series platform uses more weight-saving aluminium than before. 15 of people saved pounds are from your optional $8,500 carbon ceramic brakes, which in conjunction with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires stopped the M5 from 70 miles per hour within a tidy 147 feet. Fortunately, the diet program hasn't eroded any, with the M5's chance to act like a high-end car when you're damaged to Michelin's hard. Left in comfort mode, the electronically adjustable dampers permit the M5 to ride as smoothly as being a regular 5 Series. 2 stiffer modes are selectable, however are better left to canyon carving or perhaps a racetrack. Driver comfort is usually a clear priority. The leather upholstered seat is supple and supportive and hugs you back when you lean in. Upright windows with large expanses of glass provide cabin and airiness missing on the competition. It's a great place to sit and revel in driving. Calmness begets calmness. Road and tire noise are hushed, and windrush doesn't appear before M5 reaches triple-digit speeds. At 70 miles per hour, the sound level meter registers a decreased 66 decibels, and full throttle acceleration rises just to 74 decibels. Switch to Sport mode, plus the audio system plays an enhanced version with the engine's soundtrack that peaks at 80 decibels and a hard acceleration. Any more can be annoying and would disturb the occupants from the M5's luxurious cabin. In spite of that all-wheel drive and automatic transmission, the M5 is really a return to form. For the first time within a long time, we're lusting following a new M5. It might not function as pure and competition-bred a sedan of the youth, but the newest iteration has stopped placing technology over tactility and numbers over enjoyment. The whole car is currently better at integrating its tech and drawing the trucker in. The performance results are more impressive than before. Nevertheless, the car is a lot more than just something which generates an eye-popping test sheet. It's far better to drive than its predecessor. That's something we haven't had the opportunity to say about an M5 since 2000.